Hello guys. Again, I'm in an unusual place than normal. I'm not at Tom's house and I'm not at a theme park. I'm at my house again. I've been not going to be able to get in the video today. Apart from this, obviously I pretty much am in the video now because this isn't. Anyway, yeah, I just been got back really late from work today, so not really had enough time. Sorry if you can hear my dad talking downstairs. He likes to talk quite loudly when he's on the phone. But yeah, I think Tom's gonna show you guys around our Fearless Valley recreation, so that should be hopefully you like it. And yeah, apologies again, and then yeah, we'll go. Anyway, I don't know if you can hear that or not, but he's having a proper rant on the phone. So yeah, I'll pass you guys back on to Tom so he can give you a nice tour around Fearless Valley.
Well, welcome to the third and final episode of this recreating Hyperia, the UK's tallest and fastest roller coaster in Planet Coaster 2. Now, if you haven't checked out the two other episodes of this series, I would recommend going to do that now before watching this one, of course, because it's best to watch these in order, so obviously you know what we've done. I will give you a bit of an overview of what we've done though, in case you can't remember or anything like that. So this is going to be the last episode of this series, just a mini series, nothing too long. Of course, we did Hollow Crest Resort during the close season this winter, so go and check that out. That's a bit more of a kind of proper and longer series if you wanted something like that. If you enjoyed this one, then you should hopefully enjoy that one as well. But yeah, I'll show you what we've done. Obviously in episode 1 we made we made the actual coaster itself. Now I did this, Josh will probably do the next one. We're going to do Nemesis after this. We might not do it straight away after this one. We might have like a little bit of a break from like a recreation sort of thing, but we will be doing Nemesis at some point after this. So yeah, I made the actual ride in episode 1. And what else did we do? I think we just kind of did all of the flooring, as you can see here. Put those wings down on the floor, put in the maintenance bay and the station. So we didn't do loads. That was kind of more about the actual ride and stuff. And of course, Hyperia is an amazing ride. 236 feet, speeds of 81 miles per hour. So yeah, that was all good to make. And then in the second episode, we focused quite a bit on the queue line, as you can see. Quite a bit of queue line here for Hyperia. A lot of cattle pen really. But, yeah, we put in all these queue line fences. We did that off camera. We didn't do everything on camera. But yeah, we put in these queue line fences, which look pretty realistic to the actual fencing around the ride. But yeah, episode 2 we focused a lot on the station here. Of course, Hyperia does have a dispatch and return sequence for when the ride obviously starts and dispatches out of the station, and when you come back in, having been on the UK's tallest roller coaster. So we did that. As you can see, we put all of this in: Fearless, Fearful, the wings and everything like that. And yeah, I'm actually really happy with the station. I think it looks really good, the lighting. I'll show you the dispatch and return sequence a little bit later, but that's all good as well with the audio. We put in this lake as well. Obviously Hyperia has a big lake in the middle of the ride, so we did that. And then yeah, we put in these shops as well. So this is of course the Hyperion, where you can get all the Hyperion merch. Don't really have much Hyperion merch in there, but that's sort of difficult to do. So yeah, we've got a bit of random merch in there, but the outside looks good. Cloud9 treats, probably should put a sign there actually. Now these, they don't look particularly accurate to the actual things, but I don't think it really matters too much. But these of course like where the toilets are in Fort Park itself, and like where the Burger King and stuff like that. So again, we haven't gone into mega detail of that bit because it isn't in like the main bit of the area over here. And then you've got the queue line shop. And yeah, like I said, we've done some things off camera, like the fencing, just like bins and benches, because you know it's just boring stuff really that you don't really need to see. Got the queue time, 55 minutes, not awful. A little test seat, the exit with all the fencing there. Done all the audio as well, I'll show you that in a bit. Put in a little solar ride here, so that makes it look a little bit more accurate I think there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Done some lighting as well, which I'll show you. I'll make it darken a bit and show you that. So yeah, we've done quite a bit off camera. Of course, we've done quite a bit on camera as well. We've done like lots of landscaping and things like that. Of course, that has to be done. But yeah, I think it's turned out really well. And of course, in this episode, we're going to actually open it to the public and let them go and ride on Hyperia. So we'll do that in a bit. I'm just going to get you like some off-ride footage of the ride going round, show you the dispatch sequence and the area at night as well. So I'll do that before we open it, and then yeah, once I've done that, we'll go ahead and open the park. We've made quite a long path to where like the people spawn in, so we've got a bit of a walk to get here, but it'll be more than worth it. So yeah, I'll show you a little bit of off-ride footage and the station and stuff, and then I'll come back to you and I'll make it night and show you all the lighting around the area as well. Well, you've just seen a little bit of off-ride footage there, and you've also just seen a daytime POV and a nighttime POV of Hyperia just there. And in terms of how the ride went, I think it's pretty good. The first drop is good. Ilman's very good, I think, personally. The outer bank is pretty good as well. I think the stall could probably be a bit better. You don't get loads of hang time. The wave turn's okay, but I think this section just here could be a bit better, because I feel like that turnaround over the water there is a little bit more drawn out in real life, and obviously in here it's quite short. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how the ride itself turned out. I think it's pretty realistic, and yeah, of course, it is a great ride. So yeah, and also the area I think is really nice, and obviously you can see it here now at night, which I said I'd show you. Lit up the coaster. It's quite difficult to do now in Panic Coaster. Some of the lights I don't think are very bright, so I've had to sort of put them on the supports, which don't look the best. I've changed the colour of them to white up here, and then obviously any further kind of down is like gold. Most of them are up higher there. So yeah, it's a little bit difficult to light up the coaster, especially with it being obviously such a tall coaster. But I think overall it looks pretty good. Lit up the buildings with like some lighting coming up from under the floor. Same with the station over there and the buildings over here. Put these lights, now I know these aren't actually in Fearless Valley, but they are good because they light up the path really nicely, and then obviously got the speakers as well, playing the theme of Hyperia, and lit up all the queue line and the trees and stuff. I think it looks good at night actually. I prefer it in the dark than to in the day personally. I think the dispatch and return sequence looks better at night, so I'll show you that in just a second. In fact, I'll show you that now quickly, and then we can go ahead and open it. Also, don't worry about, I did just take my jumper off, just in case you were wondering. Obviously because I'm wearing something different now, a little Voltron shirt that I got in Germany, had to be done. So yeah, so I think it's turned out pretty well, and like I said, I like it at night. And to be fair, I do prefer Fearless Valley at night in general anyway. So yeah, and let me know what you think of it, and like the POVs and stuff. And it goes Hyperia down that amazing drop. And yeah, I haven't actually checked the speed of what this goes, but it is 236 speed, so it must be somewhere around 81 miles per hour. I'll have a little look in a second. And it goes around the outer bank. Let me know what your favourite element on Hyperia is. Personally, at the front, it's the outer bank for me, but at the back, it's that first drop. The stall's very good as well though. Into the wave turn, and yeah, like I say, that section just there, the turnaround over the water, I think could be a bit better. But overall, I think it's turned out pretty well. So yeah, I'll show you these effects in the station, and then we'll open it to the public. Right, well, so I've just opened it, and I've let the crowds come in a little bit. I say the crowds because there's only 212 people in this park, which, if you haven't played Panic Coaster before, might sound like quite a lot, but the maximum people that come into this park is like 6,000, I think, something like that. So quite a lot. At the end of the day, there was only one ride in this park, but it's quite a good ride. So yeah, the ride's just sending test cycles as people start to join the queue. They've got quite a lot of queue line to walk through before they get to the station. Then make it one day there. So yeah, 210. There's not many, but they are obviously all coming to Fearless Valley over here. They've got quite a long walk from where they spawned in over there where the mouse is. But yeah, it's more than worth it. So we'll speed it up a bit, and we'll get the first people on the train. I don't know where, it's the front of the queue. Ah, here it is. Anyway, they're about to enter this massive caterpillar. Luckily for them, it's nice and empty. If I could cut a bit of the queue off, I would, but obviously you can't in Panic Coaster 2. and let me know if you've got Planet Coaster 2. Obviously it's still fairly new, released in December I think, yeah, something like that, or November maybe. So obviously yeah, still a fairly new game, and it's got a lot better actually since it's been released. So I remember thinking when we first got it, when it was first kind of released, I was a little bit disappointed with it, but they've added a lot more stuff, like different themes, returning themes, new rides and stuff, and just general updates, which have made it a lot better since it came out in November or December, so that's good. Yeah, it's much better than it was. I do prefer it now to the old game, the original. So yeah, let me know what you think. And I have decided actually to put, I know this is a recreation, but I thought why not get the operations and throughput as good as it can be. Obviously one train on the track, one train in the station just being dispatched, and one just entering the station. So that basically means obviously 3 trains on the circuit, so every time a train reaches about the outer bank, one will dispatch. So here we go, outer bank, and here we go, we've got the first people on this train actually. Let me slow it down. So yeah, not many people. Obviously didn't wait around for more, which is fair enough I guess. But there you go, the 236 foot tall lift hill, which I will be climbing actually in about 3 or 4 weeks. Yeah, I'll be going right up to the top of the UK's tallest coaster, just on the catwalk where the mouse is. I'll be climbing up there. So yeah, I'll do a video from that. I'm really looking forward to doing that. So yeah, make sure to stay tuned for that. There you go, into the outer bank. Hopefully they're enjoying their ride. I'm sure they are. But yeah, I think you get to go into the station and like the op cabin and around kind of this area when you do the Hyperia lift to walk as well, so that'll be really good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. And there we go, this is more full. Apart from the back right seat, which is arguably the best seat on the ride. Let me know. I think I prefer the front on Hyperia overall, but it's a close one. It is close. Certain elements are definitely better on, you know, the front or the back. And like this drop is incredible on the back, and you just get pulled over the top of this lift and then whipped round. And here we go. There we go. Yeah, 206 people now. It's not many. What's the queue time? 8 minutes. I'm not sure it's 8 minutes. Maybe 8 minutes of walking. Oh, yeah, probably more realistic. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but I suppose there is only one ride in the park. But I sort of expected more people than that, but oh well, it's sort of just how it goes in this game. For some reason, even when you open an entire park, like everything's to walk on most of the time. But yeah, I'm sure the guests won't complain about that. But yeah, thank you for joining us. Obviously, Josh couldn't be in this video. I put in at the start, obviously he's kind of busy. But he'll be back in the next video on the channel. The next video will be back from Europa Park, so it's like pre-recorded. This will all be about Voltron Hyperia. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that video, and hopefully you enjoyed this video and this series. And obviously, like I say, we'll do Nemesis after this. We'll probably have a little bit of a break and then do it. I think that will take a bit longer than Hyperia actually, but we will do that at some point, so make sure to stay tuned for all of that, and of course all of our other videos here on Theme Park Trails. But that's it from me for now, and we'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.